Hello everyone, and welcome to your new moon and Gemini tarot reading. I have created timestamps for each sign in the description box below, and in case you don't know what the new moon energy is about, it's about sowing seeds for the new, because the moon and the sun are in the same sign, which right now that would be Gemini, and Gemini rules the third house, which is governed by the planet of Mercury. So it's all about the higher mind and communication. So this reading is going to look at what seeds you should sow with this new moon energy for a manifestation at some point within the next few days, weeks, months, or at some point later in 2018. The new moon energy stays with you until July when we have our next new moon, which will be in Cancer. So let's manifest some good stuff. I am going to start with Sagittarius. If you are not a Sagittarius, go ahead to your timestamp. Hello, Sagittarius. So I am going to pull a card here to see, and I like it. I really like it because look at what time it is. Oh, it just switched, but it was 444. That's stability. That's good stuff. That might be the fourth house, house of home and family, that you might have the most success sowing new seeds. So let's see, which house energy should you focus this new moon on, according to the universe? So we have the 8th house. This is the transformational area of your life. It's about shared resources and intense emotions. So Sagittarius, you will have a lot of luck and success by sowing seeds that are associated with your 8th house. Now, Scorpio rules the 8th house, but you will have to look at your personal natal chart to see what sign governs your 8th house, okay? But any sort of intense emotions that you've been struggling with, if you're in a partnership and you and your partner share money and the energy feels unbalanced, anywhere where you're sharing resources, if you carpool, anything like that, anywhere you're having trouble, obstacle, or challenge, this Gemini new moon is a wonderful time for you to put the intention out to the universe for change in this area of your life, however you wish to improve it. And now once you make that intention to the universe over this Gemini new moon cycle, you need to do what it takes, taking the proper steps to align yourself to the seeds that you have planted with this new moon energy. So if you're like, I want better communication between my partner and I when it comes to money, then you need to do what it takes to help manifest that into reality, meaning put your intention out there, but then do things for self-improvement to help open you up for the full manifestation, okay? So, I always say affirmations and subliminals and meditations, they are like gold. They will help you so much. And if you're having a really hard time getting over somebody, or you're just dealing with a lot of intense emotions, you might have issues with your temper or anger or insecurity or depression, this new moon energy is wonderful for you to work on self-improvement in that area of your life, okay? So let's take a look at your energy through this new moon cycle. Think of it this way. You don't plant a seed and then never water it or you know, put nutrition in the soil. Like, you don't just throw a seed in the dirt and then walk away. You know, the only type of seeds that seem to thrive in that environment are weeds, right? So that's why I say put your intentions out there, but you've got to follow through. All right, so we have reminders of the past showing up, as well as cycles. Wow. Sagittarius, this is very powerful. To help you achieve this, whatever seeds you want to sow to bring into manifestation, it's like you've really got to look to the past, the patterns of your behavior, the patterns of your thinking, because as much as we want to blame other people, you know, they only trigger us. We are in control of ourselves. We are in control of our emotions, and what other people do and say, the way that impacts us and what we do about it, that's entirely in our control, even though sometimes it feels way out of our control, right? But this is saying, remember the past. You've got to look to the past to improve your future. And that's reiterated with the cycles card, because you see the full moon and the new moon here. So Sagittarius, you could really have a lot of success making big time improvements in your 8th house energy by you sowing those seeds of intention and then taking the steps to follow through. And I really feel like within one moon cycle, you could actually achieve this, as long as you use the past as a guide and a tool, and you start making a different decision. Okay, so let's pull a card for advice to wrap up your new moon energy reading. A jewel within a teardrop. Yes. Appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. We like this, especially because the next new moon will be in Cancer, which is the 4th house, which is all about family and our home and, you know, the connections that exist there. This is saying, Sagittarius, if you follow the advice of this reading, you and you know, whoever is attached to this 8th house energy with you, you guys can really reconnect spiritually and emotionally on a much deeper level. All right, this is where tears of sadness turn into tears of joy. So whatever's up with your 8th house, whatever's going on there, you have a lot of power with this Gemini new moon to make big time changes, using the past as your guide. And, you know, either by the full moon in Capricorn at the end of the month or the new moon in Cancer, you're going to feel this reconnection with somebody, or you finally have understanding with somebody where you have shared resources. This could even be like where you're co-parenting, but you and your ex, there's something to do with finances and you're still sharing from one source somehow, some way, and it might just be a big cluster. But again, use the past as a tool to improve your future. And if you truly set a full intention, Sagittarius, you will have miracles, you know, through this moon cycle, and there's great happiness, emotional and spiritual reconnection. This is actually a very beautiful reading with a lot of promise to it. So anyways, those are your messages for the new moon in Gemini. I am wishing you all the best, Sagittarius. Take care. Hello, Capricorn. So we're going to pull a card to see which house of your zodiac you will have the most success by planting new seeds of intention with this Gemini new moon energy. Woo! We have the 5th house here, which is actually pretty awesome because Venus is moving into Leo, which is the ruler of the 5th house, on the 13th as well. So we have this wonderful Gemini new moon energy, as well as this Venus energy in Leo. So Capricorn, you guys will have a lot of success sowing seeds and setting the intention for improvement with energies in your 5th house, which would be romance, passion, creativity, happiness, excitement. All right. If you're an artist, you will be on fire through this new moon cycle, or you can actually set some really good intentions and seeds for improvement. So romance, creativity, passion. If you've been feeling kind of low on energy, it can definitely elevate. So you guys, whatever it is that you're desiring, you should look to your 5th house and make that your intention through this Gemini new moon energy, especially with Venus showing up, you know, in this 5th house as well. You guys could have profound breakthroughs. And you know my advice always, when you're like, well, how do I sow seeds and set the intention? Well, you put it out to the universe in whatever way or form you desire, and then you've got to take the steps to follow through with that energy, because you don't just plant a seed and then don't water it or anything and ignore it and just hope that somehow it sprouts. All right, you water it, you tend it, you take care of it, you make sure it has everything it needs. So with our seeds of intention, it's our vibration that gives the attention to those. So you need to make it your intention to stay in a positive vibration and mindset in regards to this 5th house energy, whatever seeds you are sowing. So let's see what your personal energy is through this new moon cycle, Capricorn. In romance, seriously, you could have huge, profound breakthroughs. Yeah, look at this. This is summons the energy from the new moon and from Venus. Wow. And look at this. You have the High Priestess of Spirit following that up. Very powerful energy being offered to Capricorn in regards of romance. Now, this is just romance and like passion. When we're talking about more significant relationships, that would be 7th house or 8th house, or even 11th house if we're talking about, you know, friends and things like that. So this is 5th house. This is romance. This is passion. This is excitement. And you have the universe totally backing you. So Capricorn, if nothing's been happening for you in the romantic department, whether you are single or in a relationship, make it your intention. Sow those seeds to have better romantic opportunities, better romantic encounters, to have passion restored within your heart. If you are lacking that, to have the spark of romance and passion reignite between you and your partner. And so I'm going to pull some advice for you guys to go with this energy. It's just very powerful. I highly recommend like self-esteem and attracting other people in a romantic sense as far as meditation and affirmation goes, whether you are in a relationship or not. I just feel if you do that, it's really going to expand your energy. And look, here's your advice: rising above, clarity, freedom, solution. This is your solution to this 5th house energy. Sow those seeds and really follow through all month long until we get to that Cancer new moon and see how much everything has changed for you. If you listen to those subliminals and affirmations, meditations for 30 days, believe me, you will rise quite a bit in your vibration. You will elevate, and your romantic encounters and experiences will elevate. You and your partner will become closer. If it's passion that you're talking about, or creativity, again, it's the same thing. Listen to meditations to help with your creativity, your sacral chakra. All right. So those are your messages for the new moon, Capricorn. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see which house of your zodiac is where you will have the most success sowing new seeds of intention with this Gemini new moon energy. So, woo, we got the 1st house, what people see and the impression you give. So, Aquarius, anything that you are desiring about, you know, self-improvement, you know, your body, your look, your style, how you present yourself. If you're shy and you want to be more outgoing, if you want to try an entirely different hairstyle, change your makeup, just all the things about yourself of the first house that I like identify and define who you are, what the outside world is going to see when they first meet Aquarius. That's what this is all about for you guys. You will have tremendous success with self-improvement, especially on the physical level, through this new moon cycle in Gemini. And now when you are trying to plant seeds for new manifestation, what you need to do is you have to tender them through this whole moon cycle. So if you're really trying self-improvement, you want better self-esteem, you want your body to look better, you want to feel better, you want to be more charismatic, you want to, attract more attention, more people, you've got to take the proper steps. So if you need to, change your diet and you need to exercise, follow through with that for these 30 days. Just tell yourself, I've got to just do this for 30 days. After 30 days, most things become a habit. So just tell yourself, for 30 days, you've got to do this. Change your eating habits. Change your activity level. Don't be afraid to take risks by changing your style if that's what you are after. If this is, about your inner self, where you want to be more spiritual or you want to be more outgoing, again, it's the same thing. You need to do the steps that you need to get you there, because obviously when you're asking for something, it's because you don't have it, right? So let's pull some cards to see what your energy is specifically. All right, so we have playful and we have focus. So to me, with these two cards paired up, what this is telling you, Aquarius, is you can achieve whatever first house improvement you would like to have, okay? But you need to have fun with it. And in having fun, you also need to be focused and disciplined in it, all right? So there's a balance between that. So, you've got to be focused, you've got to be diligent, you've got to be responsible, you've got to, be disciplined with yourself to follow through with whatever changes you need to make to fully manifest what it is you're trying to achieve. But at the same time, it can't feel like a responsibility. You need to have fun with it. You need to be playful about it. You need to enjoy it. It's like your happiness and your enjoyment is what's going to make this happen for you, okay? And also, even though you have this desired outcome of whatever this first house energy is for you, just put your intention out there and trust that the universe is going to get you there in the best way for you, even if if that wasn't your original plan on how to get there, okay? Trust the universe. So let's pull you some advice to help you navigate this Gemini new moon energy so you can have a successful manifestation. Look at this. We have the goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, wholeness. So with this, wherever you can take a break and a time out, do so, because I feel like we need to funnel more energy into ourselves here to be able to successfully manifest what it is that you want, because we have transformation. So there can be a complete transformation of yourself on whatever level you're trying to achieve. It absolutely can happen, but it's all about your diligence and your focus, Aquarius. And also, again, not having it be a chore, being fun about it, being playful about it. And also, wherever you need to tell people no or take time out so that you can recharge your batteries, you do that. And don't be afraid of how anybody else feels. It's like, with this, you're kind of sucked dry and you might not have enough life force energy for your own manifestations and improvements. So you need to learn this balance of, discipline and playfulness, rest and hard work, and you will achieve what you are seeking. Okay, Aquarius? So those are your messages for the Gemini new moon. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Pisces. Let's see which house of your zodiac you will be most successful to plant new seeds with this Gemini new moon energy. Which house is the best house for Pisces to focus on through this Gemini new moon cycle? All right, ooh, we've got the 4th house here, Pisces, your home and the roots of your being. So this is about your house, your home, your family, your lineage, your ancestry, your roots, how you identify yourself, you know, the home within yourself, that type of thing. So for you guys, any sort of improvement or change that you would like in your home environment or connections and relationships with different family members, this Gemini new moon energy is very prime for you guys to plant those seeds of manifestation. Okay, so if you want to buy your own home, this is a wonderful energy to plant those seeds and then do what you need to do. Do the meditating, do the prayers, you know, do the gratitude, whatever you've got to do to really open up your energy and keep yourself vibrating in a place of belief and high expectation. This could be you want to relocate to a better community or a better town. You want to purchase your own home. You want to move into your own place. If you have roommates, you might want to be adding to your family, okay, whether it's another human or it's an animal of some kind. It's just all about home and family. That's where you will have the most success with, you know, new manifestations with the Gemini new moon energies. So Pisces, let's take a look at your energies specifically through this new moon cycle. All right. So we have forbidden and we have beauty. Very interesting pairing of cards. So I feel with this, whatever you are truly desiring when it comes to this 4th house energy, you don't believe that it can happen. You don't believe that it can manifest. Like no matter what you do, you don't really believe that it could happen. But at the same time, you do believe, like there's this very beautiful vision and desire inside your heart, inside of your soul. And so with that, it's like Pisces, you've really got to balance your vibration and put yourself in a place of belief. Stay in the energy of this beauty. And this beauty is when you are noticing your blessings and you're counting them and you are grateful for where you are right now, despite what's lacking from your experience, okay? Because it's like in one moment, we're focusing on all the rejection, you know, the way we might feel like a black sheep or an outsider or nothing good happens to me. But then we switch over to, I feel so blessed, you know, everything's working out for me. So it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you just really need to balance that vibration in regards to whatever this 4th house energy will mean to you personally. All right. I'm going to pull you some advice on how to better achieve that. You know, my standard answer is meditations, affirmations, and subliminals while you sleep. But it just does wonders. I'm serious. It will really help balance that vibration of yours so that you're consistently in a place of belief and positive expectation about the things that you truly desire, okay? So look at this. We have loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. This right here is saying, Pisces, things are really not as bad as you might perceive them. This is like, again, where we're focused on all the times things didn't work out and we were rejected. And now, you know, it's hard to believe because we're afraid the same thing's going to happen again, or things just aren't really going to work out. But with this card, it's saying, listen, if it doesn't work out, it's probably totally in your best interest, especially paired up with this card, all right? And it not working out leads you to a new desire to sow a different seed, which is something you can achieve. But for others of you, this is like, look, it's not going to eventuate into what your fearful expectations are. It's going to probably turn out much better than you expected. And with resurrection, this could be like where it looks grim, it looks grim, it looks grim, and then like at the last minute, it all works out. So Pisces, work on that vibration. Don't focus on all the what ifs and all the, rejections of the past. Focus on your blessings. Count your blessings and trust that everything is working out in your highest good, okay? So those are your Gemini new moon messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care, Pisces. Hi, Aries. So let's pull a house card to see which area of your zodiac you will have the most success by planting seeds of new manifestation with this Gemini new moon energy. Ooh, we have the 9th house. This is broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or being on a long journey. So the 3rd and the 9th house are both about, communication and learning to some degree, and travel. But this is like that higher spirituality, that higher learning, that higher understanding, the higher mind. Some of you, it's like maybe there's this really long trip that you just dream of. Plant the seeds for that with this new moon in Gemini, okay? Because Jupiter rules the 9th house, which is, good, positive energy. It's luck. It's confidence. It's, vitality. So let's pull some cards to see what your energy is. It's like if you want deeper spiritual understanding, put your intention out to the universe. If you want to higher your education, but you don't feel like you have the resources or there's no real option, sow those seeds of manifestation. If you want to go on a very long trip or your dream trip, sow the seeds of that with this new moon energy in Gemini, okay? And how we do that is we put the intention out to the universe, and then we have to follow the steps all the way through this moon cycle. Whether it's having gratitude, listening to affirmations, listening to subliminals, listening to meditative videos, telling yourself every day this is going to happen, or I'm so grateful now that, XYZ, like whatever it is that you've got to do to nurture, water, and sun that seed that you're planting, do. You can't just, plant a seed of manifestation and then ignore it. And maybe eventually it will come to pass, but you want it, quicker than that, right? So let's see what your energy is. All right, so we have the Forbidden card. Pisces actually received that as well. And then we have Obedience. So Aries, with this, what I'm seeing is to achieve what it is that you desire, the seeds of manifestation that you want to sow, you've got to keep yourself focused, okay? You can't give in to distraction. You can't give in to negative thinking. You can't give in to disbelief. Like, you've got to be really diligent, disciplined, and obedient with yourself and your vibration. And your vibration is created by your thoughts and your emotion and your action. So if you're, if you're aware that there's areas of yourself that really need improvement, but you're like, no, I don't care, this is who I am, deal with it, take it or leave it. Well, this is the universe kind of calling you out, saying, Aries, listen, you deserve these things that you're asking for, but there's some things about you that you've got to be more disciplined in, you've got to be better about. And with Forbidden, this is where you are dipping into something that is not serving you, something that is not meant for you. this could be where instead of getting the 10 tasks done you need to get done in a day, it just overwhelms you, so you procrastinate and you put it off. Okay? No, it's like you've got to be disciplined. You've got to do the tasks at hand. If you're prone to giving into fearful or negative thinking, you need to do some subliminal affirmations while you sleep to help you overcome those fear-based thoughts, okay? Whatever it is that's your kryptonite, your poison, Aries, you've got to get stronger than it this month. Become very disciplined, obedient, and strong within yourself, and you will achieve, okay? You will achieve. So let's pull you some advice. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have lost love, surrender, healing, release. Now, with forbidden here and lost love, this is telling me that there is something that Aries has lost that really hurt them. It could be a relationship. It could be that your pet died. It could be that you lost your job. You didn't get your promotion. You had a bad review. You've had a lot of rejection in the dating realm. You've had a lot of rejection just in general in life. Like, there is some element where you have lost something that really mattered to you, and it could cause you to fall into, you know, these lower vibrating energies because it does hurt, right? And you might still be angry and have a lot of bitterness and confusion about the situation. Well, with this Gemini new moon energy, it is saying, listen, surrender your heartache, surrender your pain, at least through this new moon cycle. Don't fall back into that place where, you know, you start rehashing what you've lost, how you were rejected, and then everything that went wrong in your life, your whole life is now attached to this one thing, and it feels horrible, and now the world's ending, right? Don't do that. Give yourself permission to not go there over this new moon cycle. Really be focused and diligent about these new seeds of manifestation that you want to plant, whatever that is for you personally. Let go of the past, surrender it, open to healing, ask the universe for healing, and make it your intention to follow through and do whatever steps you are guided to take to make that happen, and be very disciplined over this new moon cycle until about the middle of July. And I just really think you'll see a lot of improvement happen in your life, Aries. So those are your Gemini new moon messages, Aries. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what zodiac house for you. You will have the most success with this Gemini new moon energy, sowing new seeds of manifestation. All right, so we have the 5th house, which is pretty awesome actually, Taurus, because Venus is moving into Leo, which is the 5th house, and Venus rules you. And now here's Venus moving into the 5th house of Leo. And this is all about romance and passion and fun and creativity, all things associated with the sacral chakra. So anything along those lines attached to the 5th house, you will be highly successful with any sort of seeds that you plant in that area. And when you plant a seed of new manifestation, you have to do the things that the universe prompts you to do to tender and grow and nurture that seed, all right? And so when it comes to romance, or your creativity, or your passion, or your sexuality to some degree, it's the 5th house all day for you guys. That's where you will have the most success through this Gemini new moon energy. And like I said, Venus just showed up in this house as well. So very powerful, as Venus is your ruling sign. All right, look at that. We've got the moon. And we've got choices. So we've got a new moon in depicted in this picture, and we have a full moon depicted in this picture. So Taurus, what I'm feeling is either by the Capricorn new moon, or the Capricorn new moon, the Capricorn full moon at the end of June, or the Cancer new moon in the middle of July, you could start seeing evidence of from these seeds that you plant now today with this Gemini new moon energy, because the new moon energy carries with you all the way until we are in the Cancer new moon. So again, a reiteration of how powerful your energy is, how much the universe is having your back and blessing you with whatever you want to happen in your 5th house. So, you know, I highly recommend doing meditation, subliminals, affirmations, gratitude lists, counting your blessings, believing in the positive, keeping your thoughts in a very positive place of expectation in regards to romance or your passion or your creativity reigniting within you. You guys could just make it happen. That's all I'm going to say. It's all about the choices that you make over this new moon cycle and how you direct your personal energy, and make sure that you are tendering those seeds and giving them everything that they need to fully manifest. So let's take a look here at the advice for you guys. This looks so positive. Like, I see you, many of you getting into like new relationships or having like a lot of romantic opportunities over these next 3 to 4 weeks. Or even if you're in a relationship, it's like the passion could just reignite between you and your partner. So if you need that, sow the seeds there. Don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. Even though your partner's being the same old grouch they've always been, ignore that. Shift your focus to the things about them that you do love, and hold your vibration there consistently. And I'm telling you, by the next full moon or the next new moon, you're gonna see change. Yeah, look at this. We have reflection, illusion, self-examination, distortion. Taurus, this is the universe saying for advice in regards to this. You've got to be 100% real with yourself. Anywhere you've illusioned yourself, you've got to tear it down. And that could be for the positive or the negative. If you have low self-esteem and low self-worth, that's an illusion that you need to tear down and gain more confidence, gain more self-esteem, because this is so powerful. Oh my God, do not miss out on this energy. Jump on board. It's fun, it's flirty, it's exciting, it's hot, it's zesty. All right, don't hold yourself back. Self-examination. What sort of changes do you need to make within yourself, within your daily habits, within your relationship patterns, within your belief system? Does your second chakra need balanced? You know, really reflect and see how you can better self-improve as you sow these seeds in this 5th house. Because I'm telling you, Taurus, holy cow, you guys have the most powerful reading of everybody so far, especially with this Venus showing up as well. I could just see lots of, and be careful, because there could be a lot of offers of hookups and little flings, because the energy is just so flirty and awesome for you guys. So anyways, those are your messages for this Gemini new moon energy, Taurus. I am wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello, Gemini. Let's see what house is going to be the most successful for you guys to sow seeds of new manifestations. This is your new moon, so it's very powerful for you in you know, the 3rd house. Even if you're not a 3rd house Gemini, look to your natal chart to see which sign your moon is actually in, okay, because that's gonna be powerful as well. But let's see which house you have the most power and luck with this Gemini new moon, since this is your new moon. Ooh, we have the 1st house. So any sort of self-improvement that you desire, whether it be physically, or internally, like maybe you want to change your physical appearance and you need to do that through diet or exercise. You might want to start taking better care of yourself. You might want to change your style, change your look, change your hair. You might want to be more outgoing. You know, this is just like the first thing that people see when they meet Gemini, and that's where you're going to have the most success with this new moon energy, is self-improvement, whether physically or internally. You know, second house is more about like possessions and finances and things like that. But that could also be where you want more material items for yourself, for your image here, okay? So whatever you're desiring with this first house energy, very strong, very powerful for you guys. So let's see what your personal energy is through this Gemini new moon cycle. All right, so we have choices and we have a complicated. So Gemini, it's like there's a lot of options coming to you with whatever this first house energy is for you personally. But you might be having a hard time kind of deciding, do I really want this? Do I really want that? You've really got to anchor your intentions down and stick to it, all right? And believe that it's going to happen, because with this, I see the new moon there, which to me is like, by the Cancer new moon, you can really start having evidence and manifestation from these seeds that you're planting now with your new moon energy. And with choices and complicated, maybe you're just wishing your life was far less complicated, okay? And the universe is going to prompt you throughout this new moon cycle and give you choices on how you can decomplicate your life, so to speak, okay? And everything that you need for whatever this self-improvement is that you may desire in that first house. So let's pull you some advice. All right, you guys have reflection, and Taurus actually also received this as advice. So Gemini, with this, it's saying you've really got to take a look within. You've got to really introspect deep down. You've got to own your behavior. You've got to own your bad habits. You've got to own your patterns of self-sabotage behavior. Every time you try to do something to improve yourself, do you eventually self-sabotage? Do you eventually give up? Do you tell yourself, oh, this is never going to work out, so you throw your hands? Do you start throwing your hands when things begin to get complicated, begin to get challenging? This, as advice, is like, hey, look within, okay? Because you do have the power to make some profound changes in this first house area of your life, but it really comes from you introspecting and being real with yourself about who you are and your own behavior, and then deciding, making the choice to modify and improve your behavior, whether it be the thoughts, the emotions, your deeds, your actions, your consistent behavior. Are you go, 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 and then I throw my hands? You know, it's like, it will be different for each one of you, but you've got to be real with yourself, okay? And I feel like if you do that, by the new moon in Cancer, again, you are going to start seeing some evidence of this new energy that you've created in yourself with this Gemini new moon. So Gemini, those are your messages for this new moon cycle. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hello, Cancer. Let's see which area of your life you will have the most success by planting new seeds of manifestation. with this Gemini new moon energy. So let's see, Cancer. Whoa, so we have the 12th house for you guys. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to greater cause or power. So with 12th house energy, this to me is really big time things, because this is the house of endings and completions. Pisces rules this house, and it's governed by Neptune. So there's a lot of fantasy, illusion, magic, completions, endings. This is where fate and destiny seems to really be involved as well. So as far as you being successful in planting new seeds in this area of your life, I would say this would be more about any sort of repetitive lesson you feel like you're going through over and over again. It's like you can really break free of that. You've got to put your intention out there, ask the universe, ask your spirit guides, and you, through this new moon cycle, you'll see the patterns of behavior that you need to change. You'll see if you need to elevate your vibration. You'll see if you need to adjust your thoughts or your consistent emotions. All right. Also, I know 11th house is the house of wishes, but with this, it's almost like you could ask the universe for anything. All right. Anything, Cancer. And this is like, if you can get yourself there vibrationally, the universe will grant, okay? Some of you, this is really coming into yourself. So let's pull some cards to see what your personal energy is through this new moon cycle. All right, so we have hope. And, oh, look at that. The High Priestess of Spirits. So perfectly paired with that 12th house energy right there. Okay, so Cancer, with this, it's like something that you know. Like you just know your fate. You just know your destiny. You just know this particular thing is supposed to be. You do not lose hope, okay? The path and the way forward might not be clear, but you've got to trust spirit, all right, and trust in divine timing. I feel like the full culmination of this comes through around the full moon. It could be the full moon in Capricorn, which is at the end of this month, or it could be the full moon in Aquarius, which would be at the end of July. All right, we do have a 7 here, so I'm feeling more like end of July, like sometime in July. You know, that full moon in Aquarius is where you are really going to see the evidence and the shift, okay? So with the High Priestess of Spirit, I feel like whatever it is that you are truly trying to manifest or achieve for yourself, that you just know is supposed to be for you or a part of your journey, really work over the next couple new moon cycles, and never let your hope and faith waver. Do whatever you got to do. Count your blessings. Stay positive. Do affirmations. Do subliminals. Do meditations while you sleep. Do whatever it is you've got to do, Cancer, because you are going to eventually get there. You are. And here is your advice. The Zen garden, inner sanctuary. So, Cancer, it is imperative that your inner world be in balance and harmony as much as possible through these next couple new moon cycles, because there's something really big coming for you guys, okay? And as rather than plant seeds of manifestation, I feel like the universe is like, no, what's coming for you guys is already set in motion. It's more rather of timing and you aligning your vibration, you doing all the inner work that you need to do to get yourself there. It's like the inner work is equal to you being in a car driving down the road, driving somewhere that's like 300 miles away. You know, as each hour passes, you are, you know, getting closer and closer to your destination. And I feel for you guys, your inner world, your vibration, which is your thoughts and your emotions, your actions, your deeds, what's consistently playing out in your head all day long, that's what your inner sanctuary is. So is it chaos or is it peace? If it's not peace, that is your work. That's what you need to do. You need to work on being a very balanced being, very consistently balanced emotionally and mentally, and never letting your faith waver, Cancer, not for one moment. And this will manifest. This will happen for you. Okay, so those are your messages for the Gemini new moon energy. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hi, Leo, and welcome to your new moon in Gemini reading. Let's go ahead and pull a card to see which area of your life you will have the most success with this Gemini new moon energy as far as planting seeds of new manifestations. Ooh, we've got the 10th house for you guys. Your achievements and status in the outside world. So, Leo, any sort of like energies to do with career are fire for you with this Gemini new moon. If you want a new job, if you want to change your career path, if you want a promotion, if you want a raise, if you want more respect in the workplace, if you want an elevation in your status, you know, whatever it is that you could desire as far as career goes or your status in the outside world, this is the universe saying this Gemini new moon energy is perfect for you to sow the seeds of that. Okay, and not only sow the seeds of them, but follow through with the steps you are prompted to take and consistently be in a vibration of belief and positive expectation that what you're asking for will come to pass. Okay, you know, my rule of thumb, affirmations, subliminals, and meditations while you sleep are so helpful. But for you guys, it's all about career or your status in the outside world, your achievements, things like that. That's where you're going to have the most success. So let's see what your personal energy is during this. Cards slipping out my hands. Through this new moon energy in Gemini. Okay, well, that was too many, but we'll take the first three that flopped out. So we have the High Priestess of Spirit. Yes, you have a lot of spiritual energy backing you for these manifestations that you so seek, okay? We have wishing. And we have the Message. So, Leo, beautiful. Yeah, if you can get yourself there vibrationally and consistently hold that, and really, like, because wishing is all about saying, you know, there's a reason why you throw a coin into a fountain when you're making a wish, because everything costs something. So, your energy and your thoughts and your emotions is energy you're spending every single day. If you're in a place of worry, if you're in a place of lack, if you're in a place of disbelief, you're in a place of anger, you know, you name it, that's the energy you're spending. That's what you're buying yourself, more of that. So with this, it's like, you know, spend your energy positively. Believe with every bit of you that whatever it is you would like with this 10th house energy, you can achieve it, and Spirit is backing you, and you're going to actually receive a message, okay? It's like Spirit is holding your hand all the way through, giving you signs and synchronicities, and if you're missing them during this Gemini new moon cycle, which goes till about the middle of July, you need to ask the universe for big signs that you just cannot miss, okay? So signs and synchronicities are a big deal. I feel like Spirit is really prompting you and leading you during this new moon cycle for what it is that you want, like trying to help you really achieve this. So, and I see positive news or something about this coming in by the next moon cycle, new moon cycle. Okay, so your advice here is loss. This says grief, sadness, resurrection. What this is saying is, Leo, anything that you have lost, it was for the greater good to take you to somewhere better, and it's time to release that. Secondly, with this, it's if you are really being fearful and thinking a certain situation is going to play out in a very negative way, chances are that you are wrong, okay? Things are going to work out better than you expect. And also with resurrection, there may be some old contacts or new opportunities coming to you during this Gemini new moon cycle attached to this 10th house energy that are actually a really positive thing, okay? So there's a message coming in for sure for Leo, and it's all about career, your status, achievements, goals, something like that. Don't worry, everything's truly going to work out better than you expect. So get on board with Spirit, because Spirit is backing you guys 100% during this Gemini new moon cycle. So Leo, those are your messages. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hi Virgo. Let's go ahead and pull a card to see which area of your life you will have the most success planting new seeds of manifestation with this new moon energy in Gemini. So wow, you guys have the 3rd house, which is the house of Gemini. Your potential to learn something new and your local neighborhood. There could be some travel involved with this. This is also about communication. Okay, so for Virgo, this 3rd house is where you are seriously going to have the most success. If you want to express yourself but you've been too scared, if there's conversations you need to have, if you want to become better at giving speeches or holding lectures or being in front of large crowds while you're speaking, if you want to be some sort of professional speaker, using your voice, communication to educate, communication to help heal, it's all there for you. If you've never been to college and you're like, I want to go to college, it's there for you. If you want to obtain your GED, if you want to obtain some sort of certification in a very specific field, like, you will have success in those areas, Virgo, with this 3rd house. Very powerful, very strong, as again, this is the house ruled by Gemini. We're dealing with Gemini new moon energy. You guys are the only one that received the 3rd house, so incredibly powerful for you guys. Also, if there's some short little trips or a mini vacation that you would like to take, sow those seeds. And follow through by keeping your thoughts positive, keeping your emotions positive, listening to subliminals and affirmations and meditations if you need to help you with that. So Virgo, let's look at what your overall energy is during this Gemini new moon cycle. All right, so we have Invisible, and we have the High Priestess of Air. Wow. That's card 16, that's card 6. And the High Priestess of Air, Gemini is an air sign, so it is air energy. Virgo, whatever it is that you want to achieve and manifest for yourself with this 3rd house energy, you need to really keep it to yourself 100%. Don't share it with anybody. Like, I feel like speaking it almost kind of jinxes it. Whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, it's like you've got to keep that within yourself. It's between you and Spirit. And also with the High Priestess of Air, I really see many of you wanting to expand your education big time. And this to me is a confirmation that you could do that. And maybe you're not telling anybody about it because you're afraid, you know, if I tell anybody, they'll say I can't do that, or I'm not smart enough to do that. Also, with this, big time important that you keep your thoughts incredibly high vibrating. Don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on telling yourself that you're, oh, and this flew out as I'm saying all of this. This is your advice. Look at this. And this is card 17, so we got 16 and 17. Achievement. Keep focused on your dream, Virgo. You will achieve it. You will. This is your confirmation of that. Okay? Also, with the 6 here, the 6th house of the zodiac is ruled by Virgo. All right? So I see a lot of synchronicity in this reading. It's almost like we have 3, 6, and then we have 16, 17. Keep your eye on the prize, Virgo. Keep it to yourself. Keep your thoughts very high vibrating. It's like your mental body is incredibly powerful over this Gemini new moon cycle. If your moon is in Gemini, oh my God. Oh my God. That would just totally make even more sense with what I'm seeing here. But no matter what, if you don't listen to anything I said, keep your eye on the prize. The universe says you can achieve your dream, Virgo. You can, you can, you can. Don't give up. Don't get distracted. Don't speak it. Don't jinx it. Keep your thoughts on high. Okay? So those are your messages for the new moon energy. I am wishing you all the very best, Virgo. Take care. Hello, Libra. So we are going to pull a card to see which area of your life you will have the most success sowing new seeds of manifestation for yourself with this Gemini new moon energy. So Libra, let's see what area you will have the most success. Okay. Woo! Woo, woo. We like this. This is the 2nd house. This is your finances, this is your money, this is your assets, this is your physical body. So any sort of improvement you would like in those areas, here's the universe saying, hey, Libra, you have powerful energy in the 2nd house. If you want to sow some seeds of manifestation, you want more money, sow the seeds. You want a promotion, you want a raise, you want a better paying job. You want to start taking your creative talent and making money at it. You want to improve your body. Some of you might want plastic surgery. Some of you might want money to, you know, go join a gym. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's like whatever it is when it comes to like your physical body, your assets, or your money, you got it, Libra. You can manifest it. And the thing about manifesting with the new moon is you sow the seeds, which is you put your intention out to the universe of what you want, but you've also got to keep the energy moving, okay? You've got to take the steps that you feel prompted to take. You've got to follow the signs and the synchronicities. You've got to do whatever it is that you've got to do to make sure your vibration is in alignment to what you're asking for. So if you want more money, you can't be thinking to yourself, oh, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. This is never going to change. It's never enough. Because you're not going to manifest anything besides more of that experience. If you want more money, you've got to tell yourself things are getting better. More money's flowing in. Subliminals while you sleep are amazing for financial blocks, okay? So let's see what your energy is during this new moon cycle. All right, so we have wishing and we have denial. So with the pairing of these two energies, listen, Libra, this is all about your energy. And with this card, it speaks of how you throw a coin into a wishing well for your wish. You don't just stand over the wishing well and make a wish. You actually throw a coin in, right? So the energy that you spend each day in your thoughts and your emotions and your actions, that's what you're buying yourself more of. So what your true heart's desire is here, you can totally achieve it 100%, okay? But you've got to make sure that your vibration, your energy is on point, that you are in a place of positive expectation, that you're doing whatever it takes to hold yourself in that place. And also with denial here, you know, it might really be a matter of timing, okay? Some of you, it's like you've been asking for this for a while and it's not happening, either A, because your vibration, or B, the timing isn't right. And it might seem like the right time for you, but the universe always has other plans. And some of you, it might be that you are not reaching high enough. It's like you might be like, I would love an extra $3,000 a year in my income, when the universe is saying, well, actually, Libra, you could have an extra $10,000 a year. Okay, so you've got to get right in your mind and make sure you're on point, make sure your emotions are on point, and, you know, steadily hold that vibration with whatever this second house energy means to you. Okay, so let's pull you some advice. And we have rising above. Yep. Clarity, freedom, solution. Yep, your vibration, you need to elevate it. You need to rise it, okay? And that's where your freedom comes in. That's where your financial freedom comes into play. That's where you start finding all the solutions and resources that you couldn't see before. Clarity. You might be wanting to get breast implants, or, you know, have some sort of augmentation to your body because somebody along the way made you feel bad about who you are. And as your vibration rises, you're like, whoa, 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 hold up the bus. I don't need to change anything about myself physically. I'm beautiful just the way I am. And if somebody can't handle that, then I'm not for them. Okay, that could be what this is about as well, is where you're being motivated, reaching for something with this second house energy, and it's not even really your desire or even in your highest good. It's that somebody else made you feel bad, or somebody else put it in your head that that's what you needed to do or be or achieve for success. Okay, so the more you elevate your vibration over this Gemini new moon cycle, the more things are going to start making sense, okay? And you'll just, it's going to get better for you, Libra, all right? So those are your messages for this new moon energy in Gemini. I am wishing you guys all the very best. Take care. Hi, Scorpio. So let's pull a card here and see which area of your life you will have the most success sowing new seeds of manifestation with this Gemini new moon energy. So where should Scorpio plant these new seeds of manifestation? Oh, right. Wow. This is your house, Scorpio, the 8th house. This is about transformation. This is about shared resources. This is about intense, deep emotions. So however any of those energies are impacting your life at this time, we can have great improvement to them, or we can expand upon them. All right, so if you've really been just trying to transform yourself like the phoenix out of the ashes, this is good new moon energy to really make your intentions known to the universe, and then hold yourself accountable to following the steps that you need to take, following the signs and synchronicities of the universe to get you there, okay? So if you want a partnership where things are much more equal and more fair as far as resources go, plant the seeds for that. If you have some really intense emotions that you're having a hard time getting over, plant the seeds for that. If you want an overall haul and complete transformation of you and your life, plant the seeds of manifestation for that, okay? Because you are being really strong in your own house, in your own energy for self-improvement on whatever level that is for you with this Gemini new moon energy. So let's pull a couple of cards to see what your energy is specifically during this Gemini new moon cycle. All right, so we have individuality. Yep, some of you, this is just like a complete and ultimate transformation of you. Some of you, it might be that you've been going through dark night of the soul, or really interesting shakeups and changes have started happening in your reality. Because some of you, this is big time transformation of you with this individuality coming out. And now we have listening next. So you're going to be very well attuned to the universe, to your soul, to your spirit guides through this new moon cycle as to what you need to do, ways you need to self-improve, all the different things you can do to help elevate your vibration to complete this transformation. It's all coming to you, and this individuality, it's really, Scorpio, you've got to love yourself. Self-love is so important over this new moon cycle for you guys, okay? And your intuition as well, my God, listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to your spirit guides. Pay attention to those signs and synchronicities. I just feel like this is a very profound new moon energy for Scorpio over everybody else, just because of what I see going on here. I believe Capricorn may have gotten the 8th house as well. Either that or Sagittarius. I can't quite remember, but their reading wasn't like yours. This is all about Scorpio, your inner self, your outer self, who you are, your emotions, balancing them, connecting with your spirit, transforming in every way that you need to transform so that you can reach your happiness. Oh my goodness. And look at here. This is your advice. Sacred heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. Yup. Scorpio, you guys, this is not so much about, I think, specific manifestations. This is kind of like overall. The universe is trying to help you with yourself, okay? It's not the first house of self, but this is your house. This is the house Scorpio rules. So I know that this has a lot to do with you, your individuality, your intuition, your psychic ability, your empathic ability, connection with your spirit guides. It's like you're coming home to yourself, and this major transformation is taking place. The sacred heart, your heart chakra, is expanding and opening, and I just feel like the universe is giving you these messages to kind of get you more on board and say, you know, why don't you start also being attuned to this 8th house energy and to focus yourself there, Scorpio, so we can complete this cycle, because it's like you're going to be all sparkly and brand new. All right, so those are your messages for this new moon energy, Scorpio. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.